All right, y'all. So y'all remember yesterday we did the conversation about Ray J, and he was saying, Beyonce, Jay Z, come take some pictures with Brandy.
Yeah. Right.
I got so many phone calls yesterday. Like, I didn't even go looking for this. I got so many phone calls yesterday. I got calls from people that are close to the tour and people that would know, who called me and said, hey, you know, I saw the report, and now there's video circulating online of, you know, Brandy walking right past Beyonce backstage and just different things. And they're like, they don't fool with each other. Like, they don't.
I'm gonna say it straight. Ray J just dropped footage he claims shows Jay Z moving shady around Beyonce, and now the internet is spiraling hard. People are connecting dots like crazy, saying Jay Z might secretly be the real father of Brandy's daughter. Yeah, that's the level this just jumped to, and that's where it gets wild. The reactions from Beyonce, Brandy, and even fans are raising eyebrows everywhere. Folks are looking at their body language, old clips, and subtle moments, thinking something deeper might have really happened behind the scenes. But before going all in on that, let's be clear, this didn't just pop up out of nowhere. People have been whispering about Jay Z and Brandy for years, low-key rumors floating around in the background. But what Ray J said, and especially how Beyonce allegedly reacted backstage, just lit things up again in a major way. This wasn't new tea, it just got reheated and turned explosive. So here's how it all blew up. Ray J came out loud, calling Jay Z and Beyonce out for allegedly refusing to speak to Brandy, his sister, during the Boy Is Mine tour. And he made it clear this wasn't about avoiding random fans. He's saying they were specifically dodging Brandy. Right after that, fans dug up an old clip claiming Beyonce dipped the second she spotted Brandy nearby. Like she vanished instantly, almost like a cartoon moment. 1 second she's there, next second, gone, just like that. Then Brandy walks right past, not even realizing Beyonce had been there at all. And now people are looking at that clip very differently. Now this clip by itself got social media going crazy. People are asking, why is Beyonce moving like that? And why can't she even stand in the same frame as Brandy? The energy looks off, and folks are convinced something behind the scenes just isn't right. But then Ray J took it even further, and this is where everything flipped fast. He jumped online and didn't hold back at all, straight up putting the Carters on blast in front of everyone. What started as quiet speculation suddenly turned loud, messy, and impossible to ignore.
Just saying, like, need to pull up, like, when they come to the show, come say what's up to Brandy too, Jay Z and Beyonce. That's it, like, because, like, we big fans. We got our family in there, our cousins, and we know y'all there, and we love y'all, and we look up to y'all. For y'all to come to every one of Brandy and Monica's shows and never say what's up to B.
He said it like it was coming from love, but he made sure it was loud enough to shake the whole timeline and get everybody talking. It wasn't some quiet comment either. This hit the internet hard and fast, and people picked sides almost instantly. And don't forget, Ray J even said, Brandy didn't co-sign his rent. That line right there had folks confused and reading into every little detail, trying to figure out what he really meant.
I walk by Brandy room, just pull up, say what's up, B, have a good show. I mean, she don't care. She never told me about this, and I am crashing out on this one. This is crazy.
That tweet straight up claimed Jay Z was involved with Brandy after he married Beyonce, and that's the reason Beyonce allegedly refused to take pictures with her. Once that hit the algorithm, everything blew up fast. People were reposting, debating, and digging for anything that could back it up. And then the conversation got even louder. People started throwing opinions everywhere, saying Jay Z has always had that pull, that influence, that power. Some were even clowning his looks, saying he's not all that, but still manages to move how he moves because of his status and money. Yeah, it got real messy online, but it didn't stop there. Ray J dropped old footage he claimed showed Jay Z wasn't as loyal as fans think. No full breakdown, no clear context, just clips that made people start questioning everything. It was just enough to spark curiosity and send people deep into detective mode. Before even getting into what people think that footage proves, there's something important to understand. This whole Brandy, Jay Z, Beyonce situation didn't just appear overnight. It's been quietly building for years. While some act like Jay Z and Brandy barely crossed paths, fans pulled up receipts showing they actually had history, including moments like Jay Z surprising Brandy on the set of Moesha.
How you doing? Thank you for coming to see me. Jay Z, you know what? I'm very upset with you that you couldn't do my remix. What's up with that?
Act happy. Come here. Yeah, act happy.
I'm monologuing with you.
I want to see the set. Where's that?
It's down there. Yes, Father God, man, CEO, Jigga.
Now here's where TikTok really added fuel to everything. Months ago, people were already claiming that Brandy and Jay Z had some kind of secret on and off situation for years. Nothing confirmed, but the rumors were loud. Another fan even said, beef between B and Brandy comes from Jay and Brandy dating back in the day. And that idea started spreading fast. Now, even if none of that actually proves anything, the internet already built a whole storyline in its head. So the second Ray J started speaking out, people just connected every dot they could find, even the ones that might not fully match. And still, a lot of folks keep saying, something about this just feels off. Then Beyonce's actions started getting picked apart even more. When she showed up at the Boy Is Mine tour, she was taking pictures with everybody. Monica, Solange, Kelly Rowland, Patti LaBelle, even background dancers were getting their moments. But when people went looking, there were 0 photos of her with Brandy, and that stood out immediately. Monica even joked on stage saying, before we leave here, I'm going to take Ray J's phone, then Brandy at it. I'm gonna have to hear this all night. That moment had people laughing, but at the same time, it just added more attention to the situation and made everyone question what's really going on behind the scenes.
Leave here, I am gonna take Ray J's phone. Give me your phone, Ray. Ray, give me your phone. Ray, give me your phone. Ray, give me your phone. Ray, thank you for your phone, Ray. Thank you. We love you, Ray J. No, y'all make some noise for Ray J. It's not just Brandy's brother.
Then things got even louder this week when a viral post called Beyonce out for allegedly being fake toward Brandy, and suddenly people started dragging up old situations and past names into the mix. One comment even said, you want to talk about Aaliyah next? And that alone sent the conversation into another direction real fast. And you already know, once those connections start getting mentioned, the internet doesn't slow down. People kept adding their own takes, with one saying, Beyonce is shady for real. The way her and her team are doing Brandy is sad. Others brought up old claims, saying Brandy once told Kelly Rowland to step out and build her own name instead of staying in the group's shadow. That just added more layers to the drama. So when Beyonce appeared to avoid Brandy in public, it didn't calm anything down. It actually made things worse. People started assuming the worst, building their own conclusions piece by piece. And with Ray J continuing to speak on it, it felt like every comment just poured more heat onto an already intense situation. But what really sent this whole thing into overdrive was Ray J's so-called footage. He didn't come with a full breakdown or clear story. Instead, he teased a now-deleted clip, hinting that Jay Z wasn't loyal and saying he's been holding on to receipts for years. That alone had people glued to their screens. Fans wasted no time treating it like a smoking gun. Some claimed the footage showed Jay Z and Brandy together at an event where Beyonce was also present, while others insisted their energy looked way too close for comfort. But with no real context, the internet did what it always does, filled in every blank with their own theories. And then came the wildest claim of all, the one that really pushed this into chaos. People started saying Jay Z could be the real father of Brandy's daughter, Sirai. There's no confirmed proof behind that, but once that idea hit social media, it spread fast and loud. At that point, facts almost didn't matter anymore. If the story sounded believable, people ran with it. Old clips, random comments, anything even slightly connected started getting pulled up as evidence from everywhere. Now listen to what some fans are pointing out and see what you think. One person mentioned that Brandy's daughter once said Beyonce and Kelly were among the biggest stars who had visited her home. And that detail alone has people looking at this whole situation even closer.
The most famous person, and this is not my mom's, I think was Beyonce. She pulled up.
Beyonce was there?
I don't think it was a Christmas party, but that was the most, and Kelly Rowland.
And Kelly?
Kelly, one time, Kelly and my mom had the same birthday, but
that is so cute.
She came, and Kelly and my mom are really good friends, but one year Kelly had come over and I didn't realize it was Kelly Rowland.
If Beyonce was really around the family that much, people started assuming she must have already known whatever the truth was. Good or bad, that idea alone had fans reading deeper into every little interaction and moment. Then another detail popped up. Brandy once commented on a Beyonce fan page saying, "That's my outfit. You down here in, I dare you to come down here again and take a picture with me." If something like that dropped today, it would go viral instantly. Some people questioned if it was really Brandy or not, but others used it as proof that there's been tension sitting under the surface for a long time. And it didn't stop there. Folks even brought up a moment where Beyoncé said her influences were Tina Turner and Michael Jackson, calling them the real singers. And somehow even that got pulled into the conversation, with people trying to connect dots that may or may not even be related.
My influence is not from really not from anyone out now.
Yeah.
It's from those great singers and great performers like Tina Turner and Michael Jackson and, you know, the real singers.
And of course, fans found a way to flip that too. Some people tried to twist Beyoncé's comment into subtle shade toward Brandy, who many call the vocal Bible, even though nothing directly pointed to that. Still, the internet ran with it like it meant something deeper. Then others brought up clips of Brandy singing Crazy in Love during her tour, comparing the energy and style and using that to spark even more debate between the two. Instead of showing peace, a lot of people said it felt forced. The vibe didn't come off natural to them, and that only made the speculation grow even louder. Then fans started digging again and brought up Jay Z's own words, where he said, "I have a beautiful wife who's understanding. We did the hard work of going into therapy," and that clip started making rounds all over again. What really caught attention was that Jay Z has already admitted publicly to stepping outside his marriage, not just once, but as a pattern. So people online began asking, if he admitted to cheating on Beyoncé, why couldn't Brandy be one of those women? That question alone had the internet in full debate mode. And timing-wise, people think Ray J knew exactly what he was doing, bringing all of this back up right now. He's always been protective of Brandy, but fans noticed his energy felt more intense than usual, like something deeper was bothering him. At the same time, people didn't ignore Ray J's own history. His life has been messy in the public eye, from past controversies to moments that went viral for the wrong reasons. Some fans believe he might be reacting out of frustration, possibly trying to shift attention or defend his sister while calling out what he sees as fake behavior from the Carters. But then the big question comes up. Does Ray J actually know something the public doesn't? Because there's also that emotional clip of him, where he gets visibly upset when asked if Brandy stopped talking to him for damaging the family image. And that moment had people looking at this whole situation in a completely different way.
Jay, is it true your mama and Brandy don't you? They swear Brandy can't stand you. They say you ruined the brand. Is mom and dad and sister proud of Ray J?
If they not, I am.
Oh, don't cry, Ray. Don't do that.
I'm here for you.
Don't cry. Somebody get this man some tissue. He really crying for real.
I think, I don't know what button you touched when you said Brandy.
Oh my God. I did not know. I literally pulled.
All right, let's pause this for a second.
Okay.
Can we stop this?
Yeah, we'll pause. We'll pause.
I don't know about you, but that clip hit different. It felt real, like something deeper was going on under the surface. People started saying Ray J knows he's already on thin ice with his family. So for him to speak out like this, it sounds like someone finally reached their breaking point. But then things took another turn. An insider came in and stirred everything up again, bringing back an old claim that Brandy and Jay Z allegedly had a long on and off situation, and that Beyoncé never saw it coming. That idea alone had people side-eyeing the entire timeline. They also reminded everyone about that Jane Doe lawsuit that accused Jay Z, but ended up falling apart in court, which led to him filing a defamation case. So now people are asking, if Jay Z could be falsely linked to one major situation, could other rumors like the ones involving Brandy also be exaggerated or completely made up? That question has people split. Then things got even more confusing, because while some believe there's tension, others pointed out that Miss Tina showed love to Brandy and her daughter during the tour. So if Beyoncé is allegedly keeping her distance, but her own mother is publicly supporting Brandy, that sends mixed signals and pokes holes in a lot of these fan theories. Still, even with that, the optics look messy, and people aren't letting it go. At the end of the day, Ray J's footage didn't actually prove anything about a fatherhood claim involving C-Rai, but it definitely sparked multiple narratives that have everyone talking. Now it's up to you to decide what's real and what's just internet noise. Number 1, people believe Beyoncé is avoiding Brandy on purpose. Number 2, Jay Z and Brandy's past might go way deeper than fans ever realized. Number 3, Ray J is trying to expose something, even if Brandy didn't sign off on it. And number 4, these paternity rumors are not going away anytime soon. Now go ahead and put true or false in the comments, but let's be real. The internet already made up its mind that something happened, whether there's proof or not. And that's the real issue here. Because once social media locks into a story, it doesn't matter how many denials come out, it just keeps growing bigger and louder. So now I need to hear from you. Do you think Ray J really exposed a hidden truth? Was Beyonce actually avoiding Brandy because of Jay Z? Or is this just another case of the internet doing what it always does, taking small moments and turning them into a full-blown story? Either way, this whole situation has people talking nonstop, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. So drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to see it. Stay locked in for the next one.